one. You're live. Everyone miss you. I'm doing great now. Doing well, doing better. Yeah. So I put Fortnite down for a little bit. I did. And then, I get it in here and there. But I went back to Skyrim, of course. And they're just like giving away like packs and things on there. So I had to get my freebies, man. And so I got some dwarven armor gear. So I just want to go and wreak havoc with that and see the sword that they gave me, see what it does. So I rejoined Skyrim. I also have been enjoying Psychonauts 2. That is an awesome game. It is an awesome game. It's on Game Pass. The humor in it is better than the first Psychonauts. I love the upgrade in the graphics using the Unreal Engine and just how open it is. And I got out of I guess the mother lode. So now it's really opened up to me, and I'm on my way I'm in the questionable area going into the Forgetful Forest, if those who've played know where I'm at. And I'm working on the outside of it as well. So it's really cool. And I don't really do well on platform games, but this is a platform game I like, I guess because it's immersed with open world and great characters. So that's what I've been playing.
Gloss over that. But yeah, we'll see. We want to start off with Valheim, sorry, however you say it. And
Lovely.
Damn it.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah. So that's really good. Obviously, I'm
So
excited
for sure.
to see what they can do.
Side note to that, did you see the update on the Xbox Blizzard Activision?
Yes, I did. That is
acquisition?
actually a topic. That is a topic.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that. My bad. Well, we can combine them into two, can't we?
Yeah. Or is it?
Is it
but
not?
yeah,
I didn't
okay.
think-
Well,
I
maybe
didn't
we'll.
see it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
no, it might not be there. Anyway, doesn't matter. I know what I did. I sent it in a message to myself. Right. Yeah. So yeah, but PlayStation getting this deal done. Good news, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they produce. You know, are you guys obviously they're going to work on continue working on Destiny, and you know they're nicely keeping that multiplayer as well. But the big multiplayer.
Well, they
game like
they
that.
had apparently this new IP they were working on when they left Activision.
That's what I want to. That's what I want to. That's what I want to speak about. Like, are you?
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
I mean,
Go
it
ahead.
depends how far it was in production before the PlayStation takeover. Like it went completely silent when the new Destiny update came out. Like when the new gen consoles came out, and it kind of went really quiet. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe
Yeah,
they've abandoned
what
it.
about
Who
you,
knows?
Gladius? What do you think about this? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, on the one hand, Bungie knows their games. They know how to make good games and all that. And obviously, Destiny, whatever they're working on next, they got a good team over there. But I still think Sony paid way too much. Because here's the thing. Let's remind ourselves that at the beginning of the summer, in May, Embracer Group picked up all these studios from Square Enix and all their franchises, including Tomb Raider, Crystal Dynamics, Legacy of Kain, Deus Ex, Thief, Square Enix Montreal, all this stuff for $300 million. Now, putting that to contrast, Bungie was paid $3.6 billion. I mean, I know Sony's investing for tech for the future. Bungie's got that tech, and that's fun and everything. But still, I mean,
Yeah,
I hope it pays off. I really do.
It's the service value of Destiny, isn't it? That's what
Yeah,
they're
you-
paying all that extra P for.
Yeah.
Like these other studios, they're great studios, some of them. And you know what? I like when people see the amount of studios Embracer Group's got like under its umbrella. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's, they've
And
got
the
some
fact that-
real good stuff. But
Yeah, and they'll bring back some of those franchises. You know how Embracer Group is with their retro stuff. They will bring these franchises back the best way possible, and without NFTs or anything like that, which is good.
For now.
I don't think they will. They're not Squeenix. They're not Squeenix.
Or Ubisoft.
Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
no. I think it doesn't really. Oh, sorry, you were talking to Kyle. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was just saying. Yeah, you got to remember Destiny. Yeah, Bungie's more than just Destiny. It's the infrastructure. It's the infrastructure that PlayStation are missing, and Destiny is probably more worth than all those other studios and games that Square Enix sold. To be fair.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, you're right. What about you, Breeze? What you got to say about this? Breeze? Okay, no, fair enough. All right, well then you can take us where you've the Microsoft. Don't worry. Why don't you talk about that, Kyle? The Microsoft, fill us in. Like the Microsoft acquisition and Blizzard deal could go through next month, according to reports.
Yeah, it seems like, what is it, the
FTC?
I've forgotten FTC have
Yeah.
asked for the final paperwork from Xbox or Microsoft, and it seems like the deal could be done by the end of the year because they've given all the information they've needed apparently. So it could be done by the end of the year.
Which is very exciting, isn't it? I mean, they were both, they were both pretty big deals. But this is, I mean, it's unprecedented, isn't it? This is the biggest deal in tech ever, isn't it, or something?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's huge, and it's going to help Microsoft on the PC front with Blizzard under that, and then on top of that, once Microsoft completes the deal, that means we're that much closer to Bobby Kotick getting kicked out on his derriere because he's ruining Activision Blizzard. He is. I mean, his presence alone, this whole, I didn't do anything wrong, this whole thing. And he just needs to go. And, he needs to be replaced by somebody from Microsoft that actually knows how to treat people kindly with dignity and respect. That's all. Anyway, that's not going to go off on a personal tangent. I'm just saying the sooner Microsoft steps in, the better. Because, they work smoothly with Bethesda. Like, Bethesda has not had any real complaints or anything, and now they're producing more great games, like Redfall. Starfield's being looked forward to as next year's big release. So Activision Blizzard will obviously add to that value.
But Bethesda were operating well before in terms of culturally. They were just maybe they had some games that maybe people expect to be better that maybe we put down to they were trying to inflate their price for sale. But yeah, but the Activision Blizzard, they're going to need Microsoft to go in, aren't they? They're going to need them to go in there and sort out this toxic work culture that is the mistreating of all.
Yeah, seriously. Not to mention that, but revamping BlizzCon, to where fans are actually excited to go again instead of worrying if their butt's going to get gripped or whatever. And on top of that, Call of Duty is being switched to a biannual series. So it's coming out once every 2 years, which means less crunch, more quality, which I am down with. And also
sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, also bring back Guitar Hero, but that's just me.
Oh, yeah, bring back Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero needs to come back.
Please and thank you. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I personally think, I think I've said this before, but I think it's to do with getting the deal done, and like it's because this is about the issue isn't about like the company, the workflow. It's about are the people in these positions within finance what's going to freak them out, and if a big change of CEO happens, that could be seen as unsettling and it could disrupt the whole process. I think they just want to maintain, because Bobby Kotick was on board with it, with the deal. Like I think Microsoft just want him there just to, and I think Activision Blizzard and all the shareholders have all agreed to it and everything like that. They just want everything to just go through. And Microsoft are the same. They haven't tried to make any acquisitions or anything like that. They just want this deal done. They don't want to do anything to jeopardize it, and I think that's why and they'll need him for like a small couple of transition months after the deal goes through, and then they'll be like, "Yo, you're out on your ass now, dude. We can't have people who treat our staff."
Did you see the other reason why the deal has been sped up a bit? Because the new union have all agreed to it as well. Yes, so that's really helped.
Well, there's a lot of other things, and I believe there's. Does anyone know if it's had any like trouble in Europe or anything like that?
No, they can't. Europe can't really do it. It's nothing. It's an American company, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they certainly can. They can actually, dude, because these companies trade within the European Union and Eurozone and stuff. And that they could disapprove the Xbox and Bethesda deal. If they could have done that to that deal, they can 100% do it to this deal.
Yeah, but at the same time, nothing. There's no argument against it. There's literally no argument against it.
Well, because Microsoft said they're going to keep it was anti-competitive
Yeah, but
complaints
it's
about it,
but
weren't there?
but
I
it's
mean, I
not.
don't agree
It's
with
not
them.
at the end of the day.
No, I
Yeah.
know. I agree with that. I'm just saying these are the complaints which regulators can make, and like, I mean, yeah. I think the fact that they're keeping Call of Duty, I think that's why they said they're keeping Call of Duty, because they knew it wouldn't go through otherwise.
There's still being very vague about that. So I'd watch that space.
I think Call of Duty games will stay multi-platform, but
The
Yeah,
wording.
I mean, that's
the
the thing, it's
wording
like-
is just a bit. Is it just a bit? Not. It's not certain.
I feel
No.
like they came out a couple of times and said just some
No, they have.
clarification.
They haven't though. They haven't said properly. They've only said previous.
There's been multiple statements
Previous
on
one.
this, though, Kyle.
Well, here,
There's
let
been
me
no,
just-
but they
let me
haven't-
put it
they
like
haven't-
this.
They haven't said the words. Call of Duty in the future will be multi-platinum. They haven't said that. They have never said that.
But it looks likely. I mean, if you take a look on any given PlayStation page, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is heavily advertised. If there was
Oh,
any sort of
absolutely.
impact to the multi-platform deal, that would not be the case. Destiny
But
2 would
do
be
you know-
advertised
do you
by
know-
Sony.
Do you know
I
why?
definitely remember seeing a number of times them coming out and being
Yeah, they're
and
said it was
being
multi-platform.
questioned, it being questioned, and them coming out and saying, our intention is to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. I'm pretty sure that's almost word
not
for
what
word.
they.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
but
can
there's
They
promise
did.
you.
That
I
is
can
what Phil
promise you-
Spencer said. That Kyle.
He
look,
didn't
I
even-
will
he
look
didn't
it up.
say that.
I will
I'll
look it up.
Look
Hang on,
it
hang
up.
on.
Yeah, look it
I'm
up,
looking
Badgers.
it up.
Breeze, what do
Because
you think about this?
you guys
Because
are
I'm
gonna kill
afraid,
each other in a
Kyle,
minute.
I think you're wrong, bro. I think you're wrong on that one.
Just read it again. Just read them again and see how not full, how not 100%.
I agree. They left a bit of a door open, but it
All right.
seemed like they were being pretty nailed on about Call of Duty.
Okay, here it is. I have the official statement before you battle royale it out, before you warzone it. To be clear, Microsoft will continue to make Call of Duty and other popular Activision Blizzard titles available on PlayStation through the term of any existing agreement with Activision. So, if there is a contract in place, then yes, we will continue to see those games. So the question is, how long is the contract?
That's
So
my
there
point.
is a
Exactly.
point that both of you. So both of you are right. Do not Mortal Kombat this, okay? Like, you're right, there are- but yeah. Okay. And here. Yeah, exactly. And there's more.
I'll
There's
100% guarantee Warzone will forever be on PlayStation. That is a fact.
Okay.
Future
but
Call of Duties is still questionable.
I
Not this,
could-
not the
I
next
had something
one.
to add.
not
I
the
have
one
something
after.
to add. There's a little more. And we have committed to Sony that we will also make them available on PlayStation beyond the existing agreement and into the future so that Sony fans can continue to enjoy the games we love. Now, with that
We'll
wording,
see.
yeah, with that wording,
They could
there
change
is
their
the
minds, I
poss-
guess, but-
okay, you two can kill each other and me and Breeze will do the show.
No. Sorry, I'm
No, I'm just saying there is a possibility that in the future there could be some games from this deal that will be, Xbox exclusive, like, Bethesda has with Starfield and Redfall.
Yeah, most
But-
of them will
but-
be.
but-
I'm just saying Call of Duty. I was only saying specifically Call of Duty.
I really don't think that'd be the case unless, but there is the possibility that Xbox gets some sort of, because remember in the past few years, like the Call of Duty games in the past
Yeah.
had exclusive PlayStation stuff before it went to Xbox. Now, apparently, that could flip around after the agreement's over. And who knows? Call of Duty could get the open betas, or Call of Duty could get exclusive access to Warzone for a
I mean,
month.
Xbox, but yeah.
I said
Um,
Xbox.
You said Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Xbox. Yeah. On
What?
some
Really?
content,
was-
not the
no,
not the game itself,
content.
but some content.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's going to be something in which Microsoft does get an advantage, but not not the complete advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna have to move on from this topic because it's the sort of thing we can talk about forever.
I know you're gonna be online 3 in the morning. I'm gonna beat you with a bag of potatoes.
No. Honestly, that was tame. Like, you should listen to the March Madness podcast. That was tame for me and Kyle. Okay, so there's a new. Actually got announced on the 15th. A new indie game from a new studio, called Bakal Artists, and it's called Ashen Knights Forshadow. It looks pretty cool. So it's like a mix between like a Souls-like and a hack and slash game, and it gives the player 2 different play styles to play that they have to play with. I actually thought initially it would be like an awesome co-op game that you could do. You could either play one campaign then the other, and or play co-op one as the other. But no, it doesn't work. That's not how the game works. It's like it's a story game. Dark fantasy, top-down style, but the combat looks really satisfying and fun. It gave me I kind of got like Death's Door vibes a little bit, as well as sort of like more sort of like Hades type vibes to it with the 2 combat styles. Has anyone else seen the video for it yet? Like, go and have a look.
No, I haven't yet. Oh, well, I'm going to put it on my Xbox.
I'm watching it now. Definitely has that oh, I'm hearing myself. Oh, there we go. So yeah, what it looks like. Do you guys remember like the old days of like Gauntlet Legends?
Yes.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of that, obviously with a little more style to it, maybe a little Diablo-esque approach, but
yeah,
I mean, it definitely looks like something where hack and slashers would, it's Christmas for hack and slashers.
It does, yeah. And I really like the art style as well. It's got sort of like how would I describe that? It's just styled, isn't it? Self-shaded type thing.
Self-shaded.
Yeah, and yeah, it's got a nice sort of like dark-ish fantasy look to it at times. Like you can definitely tell it's like it's sort of got a bit of like why it's called a Souls-like. It's got that sort of dark fantasy sort of color palette to it. But yeah, what about you, Breeze? Have you seen this one yet? It looks like fun. Is this the sort of thing you want to play? Yeah. Well, so it's not just hack and slash though. So it's roguelike as well. Sorry, roguelike. It's Souls-like as well. So there's an element. So it's got a hack and slash type combat where you almost button mashing your way through enemies and like. I don't know. They fall to pieces like a skeleton in Skyrim, you know, like but all of them at the same time. And then there's like there's the Souls-like combat where it's like one-on-one. It's you avoid and like parry, like dodge and attack. And it says it mixes it up. It mixes the styles up on gameplay to keep it sort of fresh for people. So just as you sort of feel like you might be sort of getting a little bit like, oh, this is too much of this, and it throws something else at you, which I like. But yeah,
I do really like the art style. Yeah,
I love the art style. Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Yeah, you can see all the enemies from the sides. I was going to make note of that because usually when you do like the third person over the shoulder thing, you can't really see behind you. That's kind of how I died quite a bit in Elden Ring and be like, oh, somebody should have told me a bat was trying to take my head off.
Man, you're going to always check your back in games like that.
No kidding. But let me ask you something. Is it PC only or are they working on bringing it to
No, man, it's coming to consoles as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
So you can wish list it on Steam, but no, it's coming to Xbox. I think it's coming to Switch as well, even.
Nice.
Looks like a really good Switch game.
It looks like a well good Switch game. I was just thinking that, yeah. And that's probably what I'll pick up on. It also kind of reminds me of Ashen a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, guys. Anyway, so there's a video on the Gamerhub website, so you can check that out as well. If you're interested in finding out more about Ashen Knights, it does look pretty cool. But we've got a lot of topics, unfortunately, to get on with, and we're going to have to move on from them and move back to our next topic, which is As Dusk Falls.
Aren't we forgetting one?
And Stray. One releasing exclusively on Xbox and Xbox Game Pass. One releases exclusively to PlayStation 4 and 5. Gladius, why don't you tell us about them then?
Okay, well, As Dusk Falls, we talked about this a little bit ago. It's kind of a story-based mystery. They introduced it a little while ago during their little special E3 broadcast. Well, not E3 broadcast last month. It's just basically told in like a comic book style, but you get to make decisions with the characters. It's like a neat little southern mystery. Like with each decision you make, you can see the fates of characters. You can open up a new story path. I mean, it's like Telltale on crack, if you will. It looks pretty cool. It's been getting a lot of good media coverage. First reviews just dropped, and most of them have been highly supportive. Saying that these guys are great storytellers along the lines of Telltale. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it'll be on Game Pass within hours of this show. So, you can play it, I believe, later tonight or early tomorrow morning, but you'll be able to jump in and see just where dusk falls.
I will be firing up first thing. Well, not first thing tomorrow, but as soon as I'm able to put time into playing video games tomorrow is when I will be firing it up. Or is that which game are you going to play first? Is that
Yeah,
the one?
I'm the
Which
same.
one are
I'm
you
the
picking
same.
up?
Just flip a coin. Make it sound like if I choose one, I'll never get to play the other ever again. That's not how games work.
I guess the Cat's Life it would be more of a sort of a daytime or afternoon type thing for me, especially in the heat that we've got over here.
I'm trying to lament Breeze's decision making here. She's all like years from now, it'd be like she's just lying in her deathbed. Why didn't I choose to play Stray first?
To be fair.
Anyway, go ahead, Mopish.
You could play them both at the same time, I guess.
Yeah, true.
Play the Xbox with, it's episodic, so you could probably play it with your Xbox with your feet.
Yeah, or you could just stream it. Or Breeze could play it on a PC and a PS5. She have one TV screen with the PS5 hooked up to it, and then...
We're not doing a foot stream, Mopish. None of us are Amaranth. Stop it.
I don't know what that word was you said at the end there.
Don't bother looking up. It's just onward.
Okay.
It's one of those, if you know, you know.
It's one of those hot tub streams. Don't worry about it.
All right, okay. Kyle, which one are you playing first?
I think because I've been following it and been interested in Stray since it first announced about 4 years ago, I think. I'm really excited for that, and I'm definitely going to be playing that first.
I bet it's the sort of game that you'll be able to play while your missus is in the room as well, because I know you both love cats.
Oh, yeah. It's not like we have 4 of them now.
Yeah, Stray looks absolutely amazing for an indie studio developed game, and it's getting a lot of great reviews and everything like that. And how often do you get to play as a cat in a video game?
Exactly. Also, it's being published by Annapurna, who only publish great games. I'm just going to say that now.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And long may it continue.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, well, so go on then, Gladius. Which one are you going to pick up first then? Which one are you playing first?
Hang on, let me flip that coin.
No, I think we need to know your decision now, and you need to be sticking to this. When I've talked to you tomorrow,
we're going to check on you at 1 a.m.
We're
if you're not playing this game.
Yeah.
I'll probably play Stray first, because I like good action games, but I'll get around to As Dusk Falls soon enough.
As Dusk Falls is definitely more of an evening type thing for me. We'll play it because it's like an interactive game, like story, isn't it? So it's kind of like I don't know, movie type vibes. Okay, we are.
Well, we have one more that you missed.
Because we ended up talking about the We didn't talk about PlayStation on PlayStation topics. We are going to PlayStation. We're talking about PlayStation Stars, which is. Well, anyone want to take this one?
It's Sony's answer to Xbox Rewards. It's a loyalty program that you can sign up for free, like I believe later this summer. And what it is, you complete campaigns and you earn different types of rewards that you can do. You can do like a monthly check-in thing for your rewards. And they're basically digital collectibles. I don't know if that's NFTs or whatnot, but these collectibles are as diverse as our portfolio of products and franchises. They are digital representations of things that PlayStation fans enjoy, including figurines of beloved and iconic characters from games and other forms of entertainment. So, yeah, I mean, if you like collectibles, this is the program for you.
It
And,
is cool, and actually, that sounds close. That getting close to NFTs and stuff. It does sound like it's getting close to that. But anyway, free stuff. And I also, to be fair, I also have no problem with NFTs, as you all know. I'm not at the current usages. For clarification, just like the technology, I think it is useful at some point. Anyway, moving away from that. I mean, free stuff. Who's moaning about this? It's free stuff you're getting. Like, I love free stuff.
we
Yeah, I just wish they didn't get rid of dynamic themes, because I know dynamic themes would be something that would be included, and I love dynamic themes on PS4. Like, I would buy like any other that I was interested in. I wouldn't care. I always got deluxe digital editions for the dynamic themes. So bring back dynamic themes on PS5, please.
Well, let's hope they do. You never know, Kyle. Maybe you should get on the phone to Jim Ryan and be like, listen, please.
Oh no, I'll never speak to Jim Ryan. I'll speak to Shu.
Okay. Oh, is he your mate? Is he?
Yeah, Shu. Good old Shu.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else got any other thoughts on this? Breeze, you were saying something before. Yeah.
Sly Cooper.
Yeah, especially if it's stuff that's just that you would do anyway in the PlayStation, you know, playing your games and just looking around, downloading games and stuff. Well, I mean, what do you think, Gladrius?
I think it's good, but they need like rewards that are like Microsoft's. Because what you can do with Microsoft, when you turn in reward points, you can actually earn Game Pass Ultimate like month subscription.
Yeah.
So hopefully something along those lines to open up, PlayStation Plus Premium to more people. I think they had to do something like that. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Kyle, obviously, I can't imagine you'd have a problem with it either. Like,
No, not at all. I'm all for it.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well, we'll move on from that PlayStation topic. It's really great that they're doing this. Obviously, it's just always nice as a consumer to feel like you're getting these things for free, even though obviously, I mean, a lot of it will require. But it's doing the stuff you would normally do within that ecosystem anyway. So it's great, and they work. They definitely work because I mean, I know now since Microsoft Rewards, for example, I pretty much, unless I need to use any Google products, I will always use Edge browser.
Fair.
It's just because it's only a few, but it's just they add up so quickly, especially when you're working all day on it. Yeah, it's they're definitely worthwhile doing, and Sony are very smart to be doing this as well. Okay, so moving on, we have got now a report came out last week. Yahoo analyst, it could be Yahoo really, as based on the point they've made, has come out slamming. So Netflix and Microsoft have just entered into a partnership deal, basically a strategic partnership where Microsoft are helping Netflix with an ad agreement and a tier system. They're basically, Netflix are going to add a cheaper tier than their extortionate prices that they're offering at the moment, of $6.99, and it'll come with ads. And it's just like, well, most other services offer their ad service free. Just saying. And someone is saying that Netflix, this analyst is saying, I can't remember, I think her name is Laura. Just going to double check. Yeah, Laura Martin is Laura Martin is basically saying that she thinks it's a play to get acquired by Microsoft for Netflix, because basically they are just, well, their share price is still down. They're really struggling to diversify their revenue streams, etc., streaming problems, which are always going to happen at some point. Yeah. But I mean, what do you guys think about this? And do you think, Breeze, let's start with you. What do you think about this? And do you think that if it did happen, that it would have, what sorts of effects would it have on gaming, if any? Well, there's IP and stuff that they would potentially come to own, like the Netflix originals and stuff. Like, could that lead to video game adaptations and stuff of these IP? No, I agree with you. Considering like YouTube do that for free, and all the like Channel 4 streaming, whatever it is that I have to watch the OT on, I mean that's got an ad service for free. It's just, why on earth I'm not going to pay $6.99 to get ads. That is the most ridiculous thing. Yeah, standard. Hmm. Hard pass. I love that. That's so good. That's so good. Because they could literally become Netflix, couldn't they? uh,
Wait. I just had a thought. I
Netflix
think
as
we've
a
just
Game
had.
Pass here.
Yeah. I think we've just had the exact same thought, because they already do it. Netflix have already got games on there.
Yeah. Netflix as a Game Pass tier. It's there for them.
Well,
I
it's
can see
that.
it.
Wow.
That is
That
how
would
they
be.
get. That is how they get into the black with Game Pass. They're running figures in the red for a long time. That would get them straight into the black, straight with
Yep.
like that thing, because you just immediately. I mean, there's however million, like 2 billion gamers or something, but Netflix has already got like, hundreds of thousands of subs, I think, although they have lost a load. But I think Microsoft would do it. But I think that I think that I think Netflix. I think I can see why this person has come out with this, and I guess this is maybe how it's done when you're trying to like get big mergers done. I mean, Gladrius, what do you think about all of this, man? You've been quiet on this topic.
My question is this: does Microsoft have that much money? Because then they
Yes.
just buy Activision Blizzard.
Well, but that money they had that money
Wow.
was just going to go and get lost to inflation and stuff if they didn't spend it. So they came out and spent for that reason.
Yeah, if they did pick up Netflix, I mean, the first thing I'd do is I'd make a rule saying no more live action anime adaptations, please. Because they're doing it now to Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they are.
But they could leverage.
That's what we said about Cowboy Bebop.
I
They
really enjoyed
canceled it
Cowboy
anyway.
Bebop.
So did
really
I, and they
enjoyed Cowboy.
canceled it. But they canceled it. That's the thing. You're going to present this anime. You're going to have it all really nice and neat and everything. Oh, this was for the fans. Then, I'm going to
But then
cancel it.
they've got
For the
guys, think
Adam
about this.
Sandler deal.
They would have a whole production, like they've got a side of things
Okay.
to leverage their own IP. Think about The Witcher.
Okay.
Now
Well,
think about Elder
this-
Scrolls. There's
I
obviously
agree.
the Fallout
I
TV
agree.
series.
And Stranger Things will make them a ton of money if they release
Yeah,
more.
Stranger Things imagine that as an interactive
Okay,
story
but
video
see, here's
game,
the thing.
like in the same style as Dust Falls.
Okay, here's the thing. I mean, it could go both ways if such a deal went through. On the one hand, you got Netflix, who could load up their service with Xbox advertisements or Xbox style adaptations, hopefully a better version of Halo, that sort of deal, and just something like that. And, also bolster their game collection with Xbox Game Pass on Netflix, which would really open up the service, right? So, and on the other hand, Netflix on Xbox would open up what Microsoft intended to do originally with Xbox One, make it an entertainment portal, not just games.
Yeah.
Remember that they tried to do the whole entertainment push thing with the Kinect and the Star Trek thing.
Low key. I was well into that from day one.
I was as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just didn't like. I wanted them to do that as well as focusing as like.
Oh, yeah.
Games.
So yeah, if they pick up
But
Netflix, there's nothing stopping them doing that. I mean, they can easily open up. Seriously, I miss that. I remember the greatest time I had at a watch party. We watched Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, which is the greatest movie. Seriously, a shark comes out of the water and bites an airplane. There's a scene where it does that, and it's amazing. And now I want to watch it with you guys just to hear you two talking about it.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, like him and Cole be like, it wasn't an airplane.
And
that
one
was a
versus
jet."
100. 1 versus 100, please. Bring that
Oh yeah,
back.
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, that'd be
Yeah.
perfect. Like, I mean, these types of games, you could have them on Netflix and stuff. Anyway, let's. The deal makes sense, but I mean, and if it does have it might well have a hidden agenda. What do you guys ultimately? Let's talk. What do you guys actually think? Is there a hidden agenda here, or is it just sort of a coinky dink?
there might be.
I think it's coincidence, but we'll see.
What about you, Gladius?
Like I said, I think it may be a little bit of both. Maybe Netflix is planning it. Who knows?
And Breeze, you don't know. We've already said this. You were not sure. Yeah.
But
It's tough to call. It wouldn't surprise me. I've got to admit, it wouldn't surprise me if it did. But...
And then one other thing, like we said here, it could easily open up an entertainment portal for Xbox. And it's kind of funny because our next story kind of leans into that. Our final story here.
Yes.
In which the video game Grounded, it's in the works as an animated series from the creator of Star Wars Clone Wars, Brent Friedman, I believe it is. Go ahead. You just tell us about it.
Good. Well, okay. Well, I mean, as we all know, Grounded, the video game, was laughed at for being like a small little indie title. Like, fanboys gave it loads of stick, but it turned into one of the most successful survival games, like multiplayer survival games out there. It got constant updates. It just is coming out of game preview. I think later this year. Is that right? And they announced the show 1.0. It's getting its own TV show for animated adaptation by one of the creators of Star Wars Clone Wars, which was, if you haven't seen it and you're a Star Wars lore junkie like myself, it brought in some fantastic stories and like really showed off like you really got some character development from like Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anyway, that Star Wars Clone Wars is a great series, and that one of these writers, Brent Friedman, is creating basically the adaptation of this game, Grounded, and I'm extremely excited for it myself. It says here via Deadline.com that the series, which exists in the same universe as the game, follows our four friends who, the summer before high school, plan big things, in quotation marks, to elevate their social standing. But their plans are upended when they stumble upon shrinking technology that makes them 2 inches tall. Now the four shrunken friends must learn to survive in a towering backyard that's a jungle full of enormous predators and hiding a vast corporate conspiracy threatening their entire town. Now, look, this guy, if no one's seen, this is basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids for the for the new generation, and also then the nostalgia fix for us older people. It's just a win-win.
It is. I think it's going to be a mass. Like you can't really do wrong with this because it's based on the game that it has a story, but it's mainly about the world building. Yeah, so you can just make any story about this and it will work. It should work.
This is great. I mean, Breeze, what do you think about this? I know you like Grounded. You and I are always getting on about Grounded. Well, do you think that this TV show is good for Grounded, and why? Yeah, this could give it it's like that Minecraft like visibility. Sorry, go on, Gladrius.
Well, I was about to say, side question to that: can you play Grounded if you're grounded?
I mean, it's the perfect thing to do if you're grounded.
That's fine.
It depends.
Yeah, I'm grounded. We should play Grounded.
I mean, Gladrius, is it something you? I mean, what do you think about Grounded? Is it the sort of thing you'd play? And do you think it's good for the series?
I seriously think that this game is very, very underrated. I think the fans picked on it too much because we're talking about it was done by Obsidian Entertainment, and everybody knows they're a terrific developer here. And the fact that they would go out of their way to make Honey, I Shrunk the Kids survival game, it'd be like that's worth a nod. Not to mention it's 4-player cooperative, And aside from Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood or any of those mature rated games, it's like you could count the games you could play co-op with buddies of all ages on one hand. So I mean, I am down for this, and the series sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun, especially with such creative forces behind it. And like I said, this is just another step to confirm that Microsoft is trying to get their properties out there to help get more of the Xbox name around, just like they did with Halo over on Paramount Plus, just like they're doing with this. Who knows? Forza Horizon could get a racing series on, God help us, MTV or something like that. I mean, there's always good possibilities out there. And it's Pimp My Ride. It's back. Yo, dog, I heard you like your Forza, so we put more Forza in your Forza.
I low-key liked Pimp My Ride, I'm not going to lie. It was a lot of fun.
But yeah, I'm all for this. This series sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know who should guest star? Rick Moranis. Well, they're already doing the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids series on Disney Plus. He's coming back for that. I'm just saying it'd be a neat cameo.
Yeah, but
yeah, welcome back. Well deserved. Bring back Dark Helmet. Anyway.
What do you?
It was.
What do you think, Kyle? Kyle, what do you think, buddy? Come on, you've been quiet on this, and you were the one that brought this to my attention. I can't even remember if you like Grounded.
Oh yeah, I love Grounded.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to this. I think it could be really, really well done. And I love Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and A Bug's Life, and they're the two main inspirations. So.
I apologize for appearing outdoors, guys. That was my fan.
Oh no, it was mine, I think.
Oh, was it? Okay, right. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, yeah, man, I agree. I think it's really going to bring more players to it, because the more people that see it, it will bring obviously that higher player base. It'll keep the new audiences coming through, the kids,
Mhm.
and just get them into playing.
And in the show, you could tease things that are in the game as well to go and
You
explore.
absolutely could, yeah. I mean, like that's what they could, or vice versa, and stuff like that. Well, no, sorry, it'll work to strengthen it the opposite way as well, so that people will see things from the game and they'll be like, oh yeah, blah, and they'll tell story. They'll be like, yeah, I did this. I remember doing this here. Blah blah blah. That bit was really tough. So yeah. Okay, I mean, yeah. Does anyone else have anything to add on this? Because this is pretty cool. Like, it's such a great story too.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm all for it. I can't wait.
I want a legitimate Battletoads series.
That had such potential. Was there not a Battletoads series? I seem to remember
there was an animated show. It was an animated show. It was garbage. They need a better one.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. There was another one. I would love to see like a return of, like, was it Biker Mice from Mars?
Oh my god.
That was so
We're gonna
good.
be here all day. And remember Street Sharks?
Yeah.
Fun fact: I have a Jossum shirt. I wear it all the time.
Do you really? I'm jealous. Jealous.
Literally gonna be here all day. Remember Double Dare? Remember that? Put your hands up.
Guys, we're getting high on nostalgia over here. Like,
We'll just get on.
yeah.
Anyway. One more note. I know we're almost out of stories here, but I did want to make one quick note. Multiversus open beta kicks off this coming weekend for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and I believe Xbox as well. You go to the official page and sign up for the beta there. I believe the times are, it begins actually tomorrow. Wow, we have more to play tomorrow. I got to flip another coin. And that's early access.
You need your 3-sided coin.
I'm sorry, that's early access. That's only for the people who get early access approval. The beta.
Oh yeah, I got early access.
The 26th. Okay, so there you go. So damn it, now we got to flip another coin. All right. But there you go. Begins tomorrow. Runs for the week.
Coin, man.
And you get to play as the Iron Giant.
Oh my god.
That is pretty cool. That's cool.
That's gonna be rad. So just so you know.
Yeah, well, 3 things to play tomorrow now. It's going to be a day full of work.
Wait, a day full of play, you mean?
Yeah. Work and play. I'll try and combine the two. Right, okay, guys, that brings us, I'm afraid, to the end of the show. I think we've done all right for time now, about an hour.
Good time.
We're going to just go into some outros, and I think we will start in reverse order. We'll start with Breeze this time. Check us out. Keep coming.
Here, buy my car. Check it out.
Yeah. I'm Gladius. Go on.
Just stalking the universe as always, like I always do, taking care of intergalactic life. But you can find me in the Discord every once in a while, as well as on the Facebook page. So keep an eye open.
And Kyle.
Yeah, you can find me on cricket folk. Find me on the Fuzzy Games on Twitter and the Fuzzy Games one on Instagram. I post most of my gaming stuff there.
Nice, excellent. And find us at gamerhub.co.uk. Find us on YouTube. Join our Discord channel, which the link can be requested from us if you'd like it. Just DM the Gamerhub Twitter account. Or Facebook, and we will get that link out to you and join the chat. We've got news, we've got reviews. Gladrius is on fire with his reviews at the moment. We've got some interesting exclusive interviews coming up too. Check us out if you want to get in touch with me. I'm Mopish or Mopish Lawyer on PlayStation, Xbox, and on socials. And yeah, check us out. Peace, everyone, and have a good one.
Check us out.